We've got another market close here. I think actually this is one of the first outside of earnings that we've done. I want to bring back regular market closes. Today it's obviously a little awkward that it's at 9:45 in the morning. It's usually like 12:45 p.m., so 3 hours early today, but whatever. Anyway, so as you can see, we're getting a little bit of a sell down into the close here. Tesla rotating down into the close. You've got the same thing happening over here on the Qs. We've got a little bit of a flatness throughout the day, down about 25 basis points. You've got the S&P flat essentially all day, trying to turn negative almost. Best Buy up 2.2%, trending on Twitter right now. And, we'll take a look at how the rest of the close here goes with NVIDIA down about 2%. But here's what we've got some live blog updates here. Beauty has been expected to be an area of continued robust spending this holiday season. Sephora's crowded. Shoppers saying basically they can't get in. These are some of the reports that we're getting. So beauty, Ulta has been another stock that has been an extremely big winner during the pandemic. It had a little bit of a correction recently, but it's been rebounding since that. It looks like it's trying to get back to its channel right here. You can see this long run growth over 2022, an excellent performer in 2022. A little bit of a crash here in the middle of 2023, and still sitting below trend here. But anyway, just before noon, it looks like you've got, some shoppers feel like pricing is still feeling relatively normal, that the pricing that you're seeing right now isn't necessarily massively discounted. Although you do have companies like Costco and Walmart saying this Black Friday is going to be cheaper, so go to them. Plenty of parking being reported at retail and stores throughout the country. This is not like the old school Black Friday. Some people actually camped out solely to bring the tradition back to Black Friday, which I'm a big fan of that. But otherwise, seems to be people are calling the shopping day so far quiet, better than it has been, but certainly not overflowing. I'm personally going to go out. I'm going to take one of the kids. I'm going to go out the field here soon, and I want to see it myself. I want to see what people are buying, what people are not buying. I'll make a video on that, and I'll bring it over. Some folks arguing, like, is Black Friday potentially over? That now people don't really do Black Friday anymore. It's sort of just like a big Thanksgiving weekend kind of sale, and you call it like a cyber weekend or whatever. I don't know. What we're promising, of course, is the lowest price possible over the next year. We're offering a discount. We're calling it #deflation. Go to meetkevin.com to learn more. Email us if you want to bundle up. But the big thing that's dropping Monday is the gold package, $375. Amazing crash courses here. Buy your first house, never pay taxes in America, how to renovate real estate, analyze stocks, boost your productivity, sell anything to anyone, speak and present with confidence. Those will all come out on Monday. You can bundle those up if you're an existing member or a new member. Anyway, Fifth Ave, New York, one of the busiest shopping streets in the world, is being reported as quite dead. High-end stores like Louis Vuitton and Cartier have largely recovered from the pandemic when everything went pretty dark there for a while. But no queues outside of any of these stores in New York. So I wonder if the outlet malls are going to be a little bit busier than what we're seeing here. We've got some talk about, it's so funny. Last year, people were buying the air fryers too. I see a report here of a lot of air fryers being bought at Walmart's. I don't know what it is with air fryers, but last year it was air fryers as well. I walked into Best Buy and everybody was in line with an air fryer. Virginia, Walmart here, someone buying a 65-inch TVs, reporting Black Fridays and what it used to be. No busyness at all, no lines at the checkouts. You've got the Mall of America that was evacuated this morning on a bomb threat around 8:30 in the morning, and now the mall is open again. But some people are suggesting that this is that bomb threat this morning kind of slowed down sales a little bit, and maybe people won't come back. Somebody who's working in a Victoria's Secret does say that at the Mall of America, when they opened up the Victoria's Secret, people were rushing in, and that certainly feels busier than usual. So it seems like you've got sort of this mixed bag going on. You've got the belief that Sales will actually be up slightly, maybe not inflation adjusted. That Salesforce is reporting that Thanksgiving online sales were up about 1%. And once you inflation adjust that, you're basically negative. Okay. Hey, MVP Sports, thank you for giving me a heads up about the profit portal. I will send a quick message on that. Someone mentioned profit portal. We will find out what's going on about that. As far as another question somebody has here, if I own 2 courses already, decided to get the platinum, how would that be discounted? Send us an email at staff@meetkevin.com. What we can do is we can see the courses you have, and then we can get you the best price possible on that platinum membership. We're really wanting to take care of our existing members and anybody who wants to join. Any new members here? Somebody says audio is choppy. Really? It shouldn't be. We're on the right settings here, so hopefully everything's okay. 10 minutes to the close. Air fryer is so much better than oil cooking. No kidding. Stay away from those omega-6s. Americans get enough of those omega-6s. I think we got like a 1-to-20 balance. We got to be at like 1-to-4 with omega-3s, but we're not. And don't worry, if you don't know what I just said, it's actually going to be in the gold course as well. We're going to have a nutrition segment for entrepreneurs. I'm not like a workout buff or whatever, but I'm like I'm a runner and a nutrition freak. So if you want to learn all of that for entrepreneurs, we've got a nutrition for entrepreneurs segment coming out in that gold course. Is included with everything else. Somebody here says the consumer is trapped. Someone else says literally walking through a medium full Walmart right now in Forney, Texas. Wow. What are people buying? No one's being wild like in the past. I kind of miss the drama. I mean, not of people getting hurt, but of people like, overflowing and stuff. I use my air dryer 2 to 3 times a day. My goodness. Wow. Good for veggies, toast, sandwiches, chicken nuggies. Oh, my 8-year-old loves chicken nuggies. Someone else asking, is now a good time to go long TMF? I don't know. It really depends on your capacity for risk. TMF is leveraged, which is absolutely risky. I think buying long bonds right now, if you have the time, is probably not a horrible idea, but it's impossible to know for your personal portfolio. And they've certainly been very volatile. I think once we recognize deflation broadly, these rates will all plummet. You're seeing Tesla sell off into the close here a little bit, down. It's still up about 65 basis points, but we're definitely getting a bit of a rotation here. A lot of talk, by the way, on from hedge funds that you're actually seeing retail investors really stock up on stocks, frankly. Looks like Weeble's a little bugged there. Can't really scroll to the right on this half day here. So bugging out on the half day. Anyway, let's take a quick look here at CNBC. Let's see what they have to say.
Those are both down about 2% today. It looks like American Eagle has clawed some of that back here. Now, the top retailers that consumers at least are searching for today online before perhaps they go out to the stores. Amazon at number 1. Walmart followed by Best Buy and Target. And Leslie, we're hearing from cashback app Rakuten. They're seeing a 5% increase in overall trips, folks that are using that service to potentially look for coupons or get cash back. The health and wellness retailers, those are seeing the biggest trip boost, up 14%, followed by department stores and travel retailers at 11%. Shoe retailers seeing a 10% boost in those shopper trips. Now, this, of course, is retail's biggest stretch. $130 billion is expected to be spent online and in store here over the 5 days from Thanksgiving to Cyber Monday. So we're just getting started. As I've been here, though, the mall traffic definitely picking up as sort of the cadence of shopping has changed over the years, of course, with doorbuster deals no longer being offered at many retailers on Thursday night, and also many of these deals being offered online. They're identical to in-store, both before and after the big day. Back over to you.
And Cord, this, of course, comes
no more doorbusters. Those were so fun.
Which you've been covering so diligently. We spoke with Simeon Siegel, an analyst at BMO, earlier in the hour, who spoke about how in previous years it's really been kind of the tide coming in, the tide coming out, as you look at different, pockets of retail, whereas this year is much more nuanced. Did you get that same sense in listening to, the various guidance and management commentary on the calls?
Oh, thanks so much for writing that, JVB. Love the Stocks and Psychology of Money course for the past few years. That's awesome, man. Make sure to hit us up to get that gold course as well. We'll get you a special deal. Just email us, staff@meetkevin.com.
Monday, and while they're in this year of moderation, I would say the comments from the CEO directly in response to some of our questions about how demand and sales are going and what the expectations are were actually fairly positive. And then the very next day, we heard from Lowe's, and they were not so positive, sort of saying, look, our do-it-yourself consumer is spending in different areas, not necessarily things that we sell, like travel and leisure. So a lot of differences and nuances within the subsectors. It's also been the case that we've seen retailers report relatively strong third quarters, but then issue pretty conservative or cautious guidance for the holiday forecast because there is a lot of uncertainty and so much choppy spending. Walmart CFO John David Rainey told me we are seeing shoppers spend when you give them a big discount or a big deal, but we see noticeable drop-offs before and after that. And so this
Yeah, I really think you're seeing deflation. Like, I think there's a chance this Black Friday is a dud, and then you get massive discounting.
Yeah, certainly idiosyncratic stories here. It's helpful to have experts like you, Cord. Thanks so much. Dan Ives, the holiday season is typically the most important for Apple in particular. What are you watching this year?
I think it's going to be a strong holiday season. In terms of iPhone 15, this is one of the
Brand, where's your house? I'll tell you.
weeks. I think sentiment's way, I think different than what's happening from a demand perspective. I think right now, ahead of street expectations, I think from an iPhone 15, also in China, that continues to be a strength and really flex the muscles moment for Apple despite bear sentiment. In my opinion, this is really setting up.
Oh, yeah. Right now, Colorado's going through a little bit of a soft winter here. I don't think we're going to see COVID-style appreciation anytime soon, but I don't think you would expect a big correction to the downside in Colorado. Certainly no more this winter than I think 5-10% is kind of what I'm seeing. We just bought one in Colorado actually for HouseHack, and we got a sick deal. The thing was listed for like $475 in a mid 600s neighborhood, and we got it for like upper fours with concessions. It was crazy. So there's some opportunities actually in Colorado. Anyway, bought my house. Okay, so hold on. I got a car and a TV. The things you said not to get. It's funny, Scott. Hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. You know what? Let's see here. Beer for the win, says somebody else. All right, let's go. Nice, JVB. Love to hear that. It's no good and evil. There's only Kevin. Oh, thanks, Cloud. Appreciate that. What neighborhood? That's a secret. North of Denver. You excited for the Cybertruck event? Yeah, they need to announce the pricing. If they don't announce the pricing, the stock will crash. What they really need to do is drop the price of FSD. It's ridiculous. Anyway, another note here that online spending just kind of looks like what they're talking about here on CNBC as well. But one reason for quieter mall parking lots and shorter lines is the broader shift to online shopping. Adobe expects sales to be up 4.8% from 2022. That would be just above the increase from level of inflation year over year. However, that's way down from the 13% average annual growth we were getting from Black Friday sales before the pandemic. So definitely a softening there, even if it's positive. Let's listen in again.
That's why they're rolling out these ad tools. So those ads can be incredibly targeted and incredibly effective. But I think what's so interesting about these Amazon partnerships is that it's really designed to be a win-win. Amazon wants to make sure they take out any friction that might prevent you from stopping between that time when you see an ad and when you make that purchase. Before, you'd have to go to a different app or maybe open up your computer. But this is really designed to remove that friction. But if it works, then Amazon's going to be spending a lot more on advertising, and that is a win for the likes of Meta and Snap and Pinterest as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, are there any companies that
Okay, we got about 90 seconds left. I want to take a look at the Apple offers. It looks like they're doing $200 gift cards for use on a later purchase. Looks like you could get, wow, they're doing iPhone gift cards. Oh, but it looks like it's on the iPhone 14 to $75. If you want to get the M3 Max, it looks like you're looking at $150 to $200. Oh, sorry, not the M3s, the M2s rather. I don't think they have discounts going on the new Max. 1 minute here to the bell. If I go to the M3, let's see if they're doing any discounting on that. That would be crazy if they are. I don't think they are though. So if I go M3 buy, 45 seconds here to the bell. No gift cards on the M3 14-inch or 16-inch right now. So just the older models are getting cleared out with gift cards over at Apple, as well as AirPods, $249, third generation. Let's take a look here. $549 for the AirPod Max. That also comes with a $75 gift card though. That's not bad. Although I think you could do better at Costco. All right, let's get the bell.
Dan, thank you so much for joining us. We have Santa ringing the closing bell today.
No way.
Hopefully for those bulls out there.
Santa Claus rally? Is that what I hear?
Insight into the potential Santa Claus rally to come.
Oh, he messed up.
We are seeing some mixed activity.
Ah.
Broad indexes. That does it for closing bell. Now let's send it over to overtime with Morgan Brennan.
How do you top Santa? Well, stocks mixed in this shortened trading session, but the major averages locking in their fourth straight week of gains. This is the longest weekly winning streak for the S&P and NASDAQ since June. That's the scorecard on Wall Street, but the action is just getting started. Welcome to a special edition of Closing Bell Overtime.
Yeah, wow. A lot of discounts, by the way, at Best Buy. Wow, look at this. 13.3-inch MacBook M1 chip, $749 at Best Buy. Now, I know it's M1, so it's a little bit of the older inventory, but that seems cheap. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. My impression is it should be somewhere between $999 to like $1,100. Let's take a look here. Yeah, look at that. $750, $250 off. Yeah, there it is. $999. $400 off the M2. That was $1999. Here's a $949. Wow, these prices are coming down. That's great. Here's the M3 chip. Whoa! Best Buy's doing a sale on the M3 chip. No way. M3 down at $1849. Save $150 on the more expensive version of the M3. I think that's actually the first M3 discount. Oh, no, here's another M3 discount. Whoa! Apple is not giving you these sales right now. Apple is sitting at $15.99, but looks like the M3 here listed at $14.49, probably to try to get people in the stores. Let's look at Costco really quick. Also, remember, please, if you want to bundle up as a course member or as a new member, email us at staff@meetkevin.com. A lot of new content coming out Monday. Really, really good content. You're going to love it. $375 to start with the gold content here. If you want to get started here, this is the place to be. All right, what do we got over at Costco, just to compare for a moment, and then I want to see what some of the, let's just type in Apple. Apple is, I feel like, always just a little easier to price compare. That M1 MacBook is a good price for the regular user. I just bought one, and I'm really fine with it. Nice. Is there a way to add the course member lives? Yeah, straight chillax. Let me find out. Worst case, just grab it, and I'll make sure we can, send us an email. I'll make sure we can get that in there. Hold on, let me see it. Let's see. Okay. All right, I will get an answer for you on that right before I end the stream here, hopefully. So let's look at MacBooks at Costco. Yeah, $749. It looks like they're matching a lot of what Best Buy is doing. Costco's got a lot of deals. M2. We've got. I'd also like to see gaming computers. Wonder. Let's do a search for the M3 Apple. And then let's do a 4090 search at Best Buy for a gaming PC. And it looks like, yeah, it's unclear if there's it looks like there's a little bit of a price cut. Yeah, they're matching Best Buy 2 at Costco. Yeah, because this $14.49 is the Best Buy lower price as well. Here you've got, that's expensive, 4090. 4,500, 3,900. No, it doesn't look like there are any particular deals on like 4090 PCs here. I didn't see any on Amazon either. I've kind of just been keeping an eye on the chips market. So probably still too much of a shortage on those new 40 series chips. As far as how the market moved, looks like you've got Tesla, even though it was up as much as 2% earlier, it ended up only about 0.5%. Hey, we'll take it over red, 235. Then we have one sec. Okay, then we have QQQ ended up, down 14 basis points. Trade Desk ended up 66 bips. Not a lot of movement, honestly, today on this short trading day, other than in Argentina. I mean, you did have Nordstrom's pop, Coinbase pop 5%, ARM Holdings 3%, Polestar 2%. Argentina's oil and gas company here up. MSCI Argentina up 5% today. It's as Argentinian president's talking about ending the central bank. NVIDIA down almost 2%, Palantir down 2.23, Google down 1.29, Apple down 0.7. Some of the big names down, probably weighing down the SPY and NASDAQ. Microsoft down 11 bips. Look at the SPY on the day, for example. You're down or actually you're up about 0.5%. Then as far as how yields ended, that could be interesting too. Let's grab yields here. So yeah, it's a good idea. We're getting a calendar in the MK app. Probably get that done as we come out with a sort of like a news style update for it. Yeah, up 6 basis points on the 10-year. And then the 2-year, I want to say was only up half that. No, it caught up a little bit, up 4.7%. So slight steepening of the yield curve. That'd be a bear steepening as yields moved up today. Unsure exactly why, but now we go into the weekend, obviously, Black Friday weekend here. So we'll start getting a lot of data, and we'll be reporting on that data. You've got Brent oil down 33 bips, WTI down about 1.39 as we're waiting for that Brent or the OPEC discussion, rather. That's why the international is going down. Keeping an eye on Black Friday retail sales. Still looking at Adobe projecting 4.8% of an increase. Salesforce suggesting yesterday we were up about 1% in sales. See what happens today. If I look at what people are looking at, Fed model shows bonds beat stocks around economic slowdowns. Corporate and sovereign bond yields are becoming increasingly more attractive compared to equities, bringing the so-called Fed model back onto investors' radar. The model has a mixed track record. However, it suggests that bonds might end up beating stocks going forward. Bets that Milei will moderate, drive 49% stock surge in 5 days in Argentina. Wow. They're looking to adopt the dollar over there. Probably not a bad idea for them. Yes, VJ will take care of you. Absolutely. Just email us at staff@meetkevin.com. We'll get you taken care of. Absolutely. Yes to all your questions. We'll get you taken care of. Secret Lab chairs. I think they're having a sale too. Let's see here. Secret Lab. Let's see. Okay, let me see here. I'll show you. I want to show you. Do I have it? No. Okay, let me see here. Okay, they're doing 150 off some of the chairs. You know where I did see a cool sale? Yeah, it wasn't as broad as I thought on Secret Lab. But where I did see a cool sale was Segway. But this is like my daily driver. I'll show you. Where is it? Here it is. Yes. These guys. So these, $17.99 is the normal price actually for these. So I feel like that's not a big deal. The 9-bot go-kart. This is what I use regularly. Although they do have the Segway 9-bot Optimus Prime one. That one is cheaper. This has been going for like $2,200. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, let's listen in here for a moment.
Can't lump them all together, right? So AI is a separate ball game. NVIDIA falls in there. AMD had some weakness when it came to auto, had some weakness in gaming, which we didn't see from NVIDIA. In terms of this cycle returning for PCs and smartphones, we're starting to see that, hit that bottom. Intel and Qualcomm pretty much showed us that. But then you have On Semi that warned of some industrial weakness, some auto weakness, and then that stems into the whole EV sales, because everything's connected, right? You need these semiconductors in every single electronic thing in the entire world. The concern EV demand is slowing down, and so that's affecting certain silicon carbide producers. And then also there's some weakness on the semi-cap equipment side. So that would be more of like the KLA, Lam. But when you factor in China stockpiling, rushing to get all of that equipment in just in case it gets blocked by the United States, kind of offsets any demand weakness elsewhere.
Yeah, it's a really interesting time. It's like this normalization coming out of the pandemic, but then also layer on the geopolitics on top of it.
It's a great time to be a semiconductor reporter. Like, who would have thought this 4 or 5 years ago? Not me, that's for sure.
Christina, thank you.
Thanks.
When we come back, it's retail's biggest day of the year. We'll discuss the names that stand to benefit the most today and throughout this holiday season. And speaking of retail, 1 in 4 Americans say they are still paying off their holiday debt from last year. That's according to a new survey from Wallet Hub. Overtime is back in 2.
Okay. Okay, so let's see here. What else? Trying to get some more updates here on the Black Friday sales data. And right now, we're still just stuck with the idea that maybe we will have, let's see here. There we go. 4.8% increase. That's the latest. Anything else? Even small caps reap a benefit of everything rally. Well, I think as we go risk on here and rates down, we'll end up getting small caps moving as well. There's still so much risk though in the small caps. When you look at like IWM, the Russell 2000 went up 64 basis points today. The problem with the small caps though is they're so much more exposed to higher interest rates compared to the megas and mediums. So that's unfortunate. Okay, let's see what else here. So, okay. Let's see what Barron's has to say. Barron's, retailers are in for a holiday nail biter, and stocks are waffling. Lulz. Okay. We've got, after the pandemic boom, sales have gone back to normal, bloody, bloody, bloody. Okay, maybe a modest holiday season. Expectations are high, though, that, Walmart's going to be able to beat by 10% on a year-to-date change. Mattel, about 6%. Louis Vuitton, 6%. Best Buy, though, negative 17% expectations. So this is on share price. And EPS growth expectations. Well, I guess those weren't expectations. That is what the share prices have done. And EPS growth estimates, though, this is the better chart. 9.5% for Walmart, 7.6% for Best Buy, Mattel 11.8%, Louis Vuitton 6.8%. So we'll see. Is it possible to actually beat those? Who knows? Okay. So that's. I don't know if we're gonna beat that kind of percent gain. It could be rough for retail. It's probably also gonna be tough for Tesla. We'll see what happens though. Okay, let's look at terminal Fed funds rate. Just want to see if that's moving at all here after the market close. Don't believe so. We'll find out. And inverted yield curve still sitting at negative 47.6. 5-year break even, and Fed terminal funds rate. Fed terminal sitting at 5.34. Pretty sure we were at 5.33 the other day. So sitting around there. Break even still sitting at 2.2. So really well anchored. Good. Okay. Very good. Very, very good. Awesome. So, okay, stay tuned for more updates. Yeah, Jordan, they're under the live tab on this channel. You have to hit the live tab. Anyway, all right, folks, thanks so much for being here. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.